Hello, and welcome to Name That Chemical.
Hello, welcome to Name That Chemical. Who am I here with?
Mr. Mullins.
And host Steph.
You'll have 10 seconds to name that chemical. Are y'all ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Covalent.
Lithium fluoride.
You are correct. You get no prize.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mullins, you are losing. Hello, welcome back to Name That Chemical. Who am I here with?
Oh, I'm Miss Spivey.
And returning champ?
Hunter Steph.
Y'all have 10 seconds to name that chemical. Are y'all ready?
Ready. Nacho.
No!
Sodium acetate.
Correct! 2 in a row. You lose. Hello, and welcome back to Name That Chemical. Who am I here with?
Andrew Clark.
And 2-time winning champ?
Hunter Steph.
You'll have 10 seconds to name that chemical. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
This is the hardest one. Here it is.
Let me tell you what happened recently.
Water.
Correct.
When does the music start?
There's the music. This is chemical. You get out.
Ah! How does he know so much chemistry? How does he know so much chemistry?
Oh, hey, Andrew.
He's gonna teach me chemistry if I have to squeeze it out of him bit by bit.
All right, hey Dad, I'm going out for a walk.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh God. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? What the hell? Help me! Help! Is someone there? What the?
Hunter,
Who is that?
it's not important. What's important is what you know.
What do you mean? What do I know?
You know everything!
Everything about what?
You're the
What
smartest
was that?
one on set!
no,
You're the smartest one on set!
what?
You know everything! Name that chemical! You know everything! How did you do it?
It's just basic chemistry.
You know what? You are gonna teach me everything you know. Or you know what I'm gonna do? I'll give you some time to think it over. Guard him with your life.
God, I'm still in here. God, I have to get out of here. These freaking guys are. He's a psychopath. I'm free. I'm free.
Still in there? Can you stay up all night? Here. So, you ready to cooperate?
Never with a psycho like you.
Well, guess we're just gonna need some alternate means. Persuasion! Ah! Hey! Hey! Stop! What? You thought you could run away?
What do you want with me?
I just want you to teach me chemistry.
I don't want to die.
Just teach me chemistry and you'll be okay.
Okay, fine.
Well, since I'm still, being held against my will here, I guess I'll teach you chemistry, alright? First, we'll start with chemistry. Not as a class, but as a word. Chemistry is the study of chemicals and how they react with the world around us. The first thing about chemistry is to know your chemicals. A chemical is any substance that has a defined composition. At any given moment, a chemical is in a physical form of matter. This could be a solid, a liquid, or a gas, or it could be aqueous.
So what do these look like?
Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with a solid. A solid is where all the atoms and everything, all the protons, electrons, neutrons, everything, they're jam-packed next to each other real close, which makes them hard to get through, which is why solids are real hard. The liquids are a little bit different. Whereas the solid will keep its shape and its volume, the liquids take the shape of whatever container it's in, but it keeps the same amount of liquid, so it's the same volume. So if it's a glass of water, it'll take the shape of a cup. Whereas the solid, you put it in a cup, it's going to stay whatever the solid was. So while both solid and liquid will keep the same amount of volume, gas is really spread out. All of its atoms are far away from each other, so it doesn't take the shape of any sort of container, and you can't find its definite volume. Because if you leave it in just a room, it's going to be all over the room, so it's going to spread out as far as it can. Whereas the other two will stay in a definite volume. Aqueous can't be defined as its own physical state of matter because it has both solid and liquid in it, and sometimes its own little tiny bit of gas. It's in the middle of everything because there's some soluble solids inside of a liquid, making it aqueous. So what we got here is how each and every specific physical state of matter changes between one another. So you can see here that solid goes to liquid, then to gas, and can come all the way back. Sometimes they even skip from solid directly to gas, and gas directly to solid. Kind of like the circle of how everything changes. What we're going to do is we're going to have solid to liquid. It's called melting. And from liquid to gas, evaporating. Now from gas back to liquid, condensating. Then from liquid to a solid, it would be freezing. Going from a gas to a solid is called deposition. Going from a solid to a gas, though, is called sublimation. So the next item on our agenda to explain would have to be the periodic table. The periodic table is a method of organizing all known elements at this time. Basically, I'm going to walk you through one of them right now. This is one of the slots. That is hydrogen. This is a symbol H for hydrogen. It has the atomic number of 1, and it has the atomic weight of 1.01. The atomic weight and atomic number is how you tell the specific properties of each and every element. The atomic number is the amount of protons in it. The amount of protons tells you exactly how the chemical react, whereas the atomic weight will tell you how much mass each element has in the actual equation.
So, this is nice and all, but this is the amateur stuff. I want you to go big. Teach me the big stuff. The stuff that changes the world. This is amateur hour. I want big chemistry.
Whatever, alright? But Rome wasn't built in a day, but deal. I'll kick it up a notch. Alright, so you want me to kick it up a notch to the highest notch I get to, right? I want to learn about everything that I know about chemistry. Well, here's the proteins. Proteins control about 90% of your bodily functions. So basically, one little protein out of place, it ruins your life. Horrible everything for the rest of your life. Alright, diseases galore. Alright, so this is a basic peptide chain. This is a bond that connects proteins. The length of chain, which is basically a multitude of these basic things.
So what do all these letters mean?
So this is hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, these are oxygens, hydrogen, and this is the R group. And the R group is subjective, which is what makes each different peptide chain, or this one whole ion, it makes it subjective and it makes it different to each other. Now, each specific part of this ion is different. I already said about the R group. So this right here, this is your amino acid group. Now, amino acids connect to these, subjective to each ion, lined up in a line, right? And this is a carboxylic acid. So this O right here connects to N. So basically, I went ahead and told you everything that I know about chemistry. What do you plan to do with it?
I'm gonna roll, starting with you.
Oh, crap.